Hi, kindergarten. Remember, last time we met, we talked about symmetry and how things are the same on both sides when we fold it in half. And so we kind of experimented with snowflakes. Remember how we cut them out? Well, today we are going to be using our knowledge about snowflakes, and we're going to be drawing a snowflake. In fact, we're going to be using something called an oil pastel. It's kind of like a crayon, but it's a little bit messier, a little bit softer. And so it will do some really fun things. And we're going to do this on this gray paper. So first of all, let's look at some snowflakes. So if you remember when we looked at snowflakes, they all had, a pattern to them. And they had different designs, and they all have the same thing though. So whatever's happening on one branch happens on the other branches. So if you look at this one branch right here, you can kind of see it comes out, and then there's a line here and a line here. And if you look at this one over here, it does the same thing. So we're going to be using our knowledge about snowflakes and creating some beautiful snowflakes for our paper. We're going to be doing some fun drawing of snowflakes. So you can kind of see the different types of snowflakes. And we're going to start with our own. So with looking at that, we're going to come to our paper. When you get our paper, first thing first, you put your name and your teacher code on it. And if you remember, okay, you're going to put K and then S. And then you're going to flip it over. Now, if you remembered, a snowflake kind of has some lines going through it. So we're going to start with a line that's going vertically, like that. We don't want a little tiny line. We want a big line. And then we're going to go horizontally, like that. And then we're going to go and make a line going in between, like that. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 lines coming out from the middle. So here's our middle. And we're going to, whatever design I put on here, I have to do it to each one of these lines. So for instance, if I put a circle on the end of that one, I need to do that all the way around to each one of my lines. Now, if I put a line connecting this part to that part, what do you think I need to do next? You've got it. We've got to connect all those lines together and go all the way around our snowflake. And then if I want to do some designs like this, I get to do the same thing all the way around. So I'm going to put some lines. Whatever I do on one, I have to do on all of them. And I can put like some triangles and diamonds. And just remember, whatever you do on there, you have to do it all the way around. If you want to put a little dot right there, you have to put it all the way around. And then if you want to do a dot in here, you can do that. But you have to make sure you do all the way around. Once you get your snowflake done, you can do some maybe small baby ones if you want. If you have time. Because what's going to happen after you get done watching this video and you finish drawing your snowflake, we are going to have some fun painting over it. If we have time. I don't know if we'll have time. But if we have time, we will paint over it. So we're going to get some blue paint. That's from the... And we're just going to go right over top of it. Like that. To make it look like it's in the sky. Coming down. Now if you look, what's happening to the oil pastel? Oh, it's not being covered by the paint. You've got it. It doesn't like the paint. It's called a resist. Remember, we kind of talked about that earlier we did a project where we painted our leaves and we painted over them. And you got them all covered up like that. So we're just going to take a little bit of water and blue paint, and we're going to paint right over top of this. Can we still see our snowflake? You bet, because we are using watercolor over top of it. Sometimes I have to rotate a little bit to kind of get it to cover. There we go. And then we'll just let this dry. And you'll see your snowflake is still there, but in the sky now.